Hey guys, Easy here. So today we're gonna do Julia, one of the new units that came out with Genesis Chapter 2. Okay, so let's get into it. Julia is rocking a 50% HP leadership skill, 20% physical defense, and petrify resistance by 30% for water units. It's not a bad leadership skill at all. It's a good leadership skill. However, it does not have an attack stat attached to it. If it did, it would be the best water leadership skill that we have in global. However, it does not have any attack stats on it. She's rocking these three jobs. She has the Pure Water Vanguard, she has the Blade Master, and she has the Necromancer, which she got the JE for being Cold Chamber Necromancer. If I believe she's the only water Necromancer in the entire game. She has really good synergies with these jobs as they give her really nice passives that she can use. Okay, let's get into her artwork. Julia's artwork is very nice. She's a really nice artwork. This is a setup right here. Alrighty, and let's get into her Enlightenment. Okay, so this is currently what I have for my Julia, as I don't have the shards to get more. Okay, so first off, let's start with her Gate 1. Her Gate 1 gives her HP, physical attack, magic attack, and the last two gates in her Gate 1, which is I think is the 4 points in and 5 points in, she gets agility. When you max out this Gate 1, it gives her an additional bonus of HP, physical attack, and crit, which is a nice little bonus to have. The Gate 2, Gate of Slot, gives physical defense, magic defense, crit, and hit rate. When you max out this Gate 2, it changes the Polish Sight, which is the passive on the Necromancer, into Vessel Shield, which gives her 25% crit, 15% agility, and 25% physical attack onto the passive. So it changes the Polish Sight passive and it gives it a 25% physical attack passive to it, which is really nice. The Gate 3, the Gate of Lust, gives her HP, Dex, evasion rate. The last 2 points in this Gate of Lust, which is the 4 and 5, it gives her an additional agility on top of that. When you max out this Gate 3, it changes her leadership skill from the 50% HP and the 20% physical defense and petrified resistance for water unit. It just gives it a all defense instead of physical defense. Her Gate of Gluttony. Okay, so her Gate of Gluttony gives her HP, physical defense, magic defense, and hit rate per level. When you max out this Gate of Gluttony, it gives her an additional bonus of HP, physical attack, Dex, Strong versus Wrath and Gluttony, which is Greed. Okay, here Gate 5, Gate of Wrath. So the Gate of Wrath gives her HP, physical defense, magic defense, and crit. The last 3 points in this Gate 5 give her additional agility per level. However, when you max out this Gate 5, it enhances these two skills here, the Water Marshal Frigate and the Ghostly Water Sight. It changes the Ghostly Water Sight into Ghostly Eyesight, which gives it a higher modifier on top of it, and it also gives it a plus 50 strong versus fire attached to that skill. The Water Marshal Frigate, that it changes that skill into Icebreak Dreadnought, which is it gives it a higher, it gives it basically it gives it the same modifier, but it has an additional damage rate attached to it, which is pretty nice. I think the special attack damage rate that is attached to that, it goes up from plus 100 to plus 150, which is it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice Gate 5. Okay, so my recommendations on Julia. Um, so if you do have the shards to max Julia, and I mean like most optimal setup you would like to have on her, you would like to max these gates in this order. If you have the shards, you max the gate 2 to get the passive. You max the gate 5 to get the modifier attached to her skills. And then you max the gate 1 for the bulk and the stats that it gives you. After that, which is you max this, and then you max this. After that, then you can put the rest of your points into this gate if you wish, as it does give you a little bit extra physical attack when you max it out. But yeah, the most optimal setup for her would be to max gate 2 first, then gate 5, then gate 1. However, if you don't have that many shots to max all those gates, your priority would be maxing gate 2 and gate 5, and then leaving the others as they are until you get more shots. Julia is a really hyper limited unit, so you're gonna have fun slowly building her as I am. Alrighty, let's get into her Memento. Alright, Julia's Memento. A prayer and a wish. This Memento's basic stat is physical attack. It gives these group skills right here. Gluttony's for sharp blade. I think this applies to, let's see if they have them here. Yes, this applies to units from the Gluttony force or Ouroboros. It gives them slash attack modifier. The next group skill is Zephyr's Gentle Flame, which gives fire resistance, paralysis resistance. The next group skill, which is Shield of Destiny, which applies to Julia and Ouroboros. It gives them physical attack, agility, and area attack resistance. And the Vision ability, Verdant Prayers, permanently raises physical attack when receiving damage, stackable up to 5 times. This is for Ouroboros and Julia. And the max limit break bonus you get is agility, which is for Julia and Ouroboros. Okay, first up, this Memento is a really good Memento for Julia. It's her best in slot. It gives her access to her VCR, which is what you would really want to have on her, as it's a VCR that can only be used by her or Ouroboros. So basically just Julia. First of all, this Memento, you only need 1 copy to start off with, but you really would like to have a max limit broken version for Julia, as it gives her additional slash attack power. I think it gives her a total of, when you max limit break this, it gives her a total of plus 19 slash attack modifier. The Shield of Destiny, the one that gives you the physical attack, agility, and area attack resistance. When you max this out, it gives her an additional, I believe, 96 physical attack. She gets 10 agility, and she gets 13 area attack resistance, which is a nice bonus she gets for maxing out this Memento. The Gentle Flame. The Gentle Flame group skill, it gives her, I believe, 13 fire resistance, and 32 paralysis resistance, which is pretty huge. And the big thing about this VCR, which is the Verdant Players, which is the Vision ability, which she gets when she has the Memento equipped, it changes it from 30% physical attack total. That's 6% physical attack per hit, stacking up to 30%. When you max it out, it changes it from 30% to 50%. So it goes up to 10% physical attack per hit, stacking up to 5 times, making it 50% physical attack. And she gets the additional 10 agility. So you really want those bonuses on Julia. You of course want her VCR, which let's pull up right here. A VCR is a really nice VCR. It gives access to this gear ability, which is a water slash attack on units within area around cell. Lowers CT and raises own agility for 3 turns. It also gives her 50 physical attack, 10 hit rate. It gives her more slash attack modifier, and it gives her 10 disable heal, which is really nice. For Julia, what we would like to run. In theory, you can always run this, the Rainbow Guard. You can run Regen Armor if you really want to, which makes a HP go to like this. You also have the option of running this. You can run the Ultima VCR, which gives you the regen ability, and you can run the Fujiko VCR. No, I mean the Tamamo VCR. Yes, this is Tamamo VCR, which gives her HP, physical defense, and jewels obtained, which pushes her HP to this. For the passives you would like to run on Julia, if you have the most optimal setup, there are 2 things you can run on her. You would want to run her if you're using her in a pure water vanguard. You would want to run her with her main sub. You want to run reactive barrier, which is a pretty broken reactive in my opinion. This is a 4 range, 4 height ability that can be activated on skills, any type of damage she gets when she's in range. It lowers the enemy's physical defense and magic defense for 3 turns. It basically reflects a portion of the damage you take and reduces their physical defense and magic defense. For the passives, you have a lot of options you can run. You would like to run the Blade Master passive, which gives her physical defense, and it lowers her agility. And you would like to run the Polished Sight. This is the one that gets upgraded by the Gate 2, which gives it additional physical attack on top of it. That would be her optimal attack setup. You also have the option of running this passive, which gives her like more HP, but it doesn't give her as much agility. If you were to take off the Necromancer passive, she would have this agility with this HP and this attack. However, if you remove the Blade Master passive for the agility passive, it drops her attack significantly, but it gives her the HP. Your attack would be a little bit higher if you have the Gate 2 passive unlocked, so don't worry about that. So those are the 2 setups you can run on her. However, I'm running her in this setup right now, as it gives me more agility, gives me a nice physical attack, and rounded off with some nice HP, as she does have good HP. Alright, let's get into our map and then we can showcase Julia's abilities. Okay, now that we have Julia pulled up, I'm gonna run her with these units and with her basically so we can showcase some of her skills. I'm running her with Yaris's leadership skill so she can get the physical attack and all attack damage. And I'm running her with Chahaya so we can basically show you the difference in one of her skills. Let's take off auto battle, put on skill display. I'm running her with these gears, which is her VCR, Tamamo VCR, and Ultima VCR. I'm running her with this setup right now for these passives, and we're running her with her own Memento. Alright, Julia, bring her up. Alright, so currently these are the stats we're rocking with Yaris's leadership skill. Pretty good. Let's walk up. Alright, so Julia, she basically has the Berserker auto attack range, which is like this. Pretty nice. So let's hit this guy from the side. Build some jewels. Let's build some more jewels. It's doing 2,430 damage from the front. Hit him from the side. Okay, we got some more jewels there. End our turn. Alright, so first skill. Oppressive Barbaros. Slash attack on enemy and inflicts slow and greatly lowers agility if target is inflicted with slow. So let's use this. Nice. So it did essentially 3,100 damage. Alright, now that the target has slow, let's use other skill. Icefall Culverin. After moving 3 hits, water attack slash an enemy unit greatly raises slash attack power if inflicted with slow, removes slow. So at face value, let's bring it back here. At face value, this skill is doing 4,731 damage. It has a really massive range, so we can go from, I believe we can go from here. No, it's line of sight. Don't want to step on this square, so we go from here. It's a really nice looking ability. Alrighty, and her final skill in her main, which is the Water Marshal Frigate. This is the skill that gets upgraded with the Gate 5. So water slash attack on enemy units within area and greatly raises power if target's unit physical defense has been lowered. So at face value it's doing 3,530 damage. No, it's okay. Let's use it. Alright. Now let's Chahaya debuff. This will reduce the physical defense of the guy. And now it's doing 6,212 damage. So it's a pretty nice skill. And it's AoE. So let's use it again. Alright, her sub. Plundered Seas Gallon. Water slash attack on enemy unit absorbs jewels. So it's doing 3,265 damage, which is not bad. Basically a jewel cutting ability. This is one of Julia's really strong abilities, Aqua Cannon, right? So this is essentially how you would like to set it up, right? You would use this ability, which on its own is doing 3,265 damage. It's a range ability, so we can do it from far. To go from here. Okay. Now that you did that, it opens up some more skills for Julia now. Or more tricks you can do. So because you use that skill, now you have access to this skill, right? Which is another AoE. But this AoE is a water slash attack on units, strong versus fire, and it casts slow on Julia, right? So at face value it's doing 5,470 damage, which is a nice amount of damage, right? As it's not used as the strong versus fire, because this is a dark resistance guy. So we use this. Cool. Now let's now Julia has the slow on her, right? Now because she has the slow on her, it opens up this skill. So now this skill is doing 11,898 damage, which is huge. So let's charge up, which is her own little charge up. Let's use it. It's a 150% charge up for 3 turns. Now we use this skill, and it's doing 21,096. So let's use it. Alrighty, now let's go over the rest of her skills. Okay, so she has a self heal, and it's basically this. It gives her a nice little heal and removes statuses inflicted to her, which is really nice. She's like a cleanse, but it's also a healer at the same time. And we just use this, which is her charge up. So abilities. This is the snowball she gets when she has a Memento equipped. And she has this skill here, which is her weapon ability. Water slash attack on units within area around cell, raises CT and raises lower CT and raises agility for 3 turns. So it's like this. So let's charge up a little bit, give it a little bit more oomph. Alright, so right now my agility is 141. Let's see what it is after we use this skill. Nice. AoE looks pretty good. Let's see what my agility is right now. So my agility is now 183, which is a massive boost. Alrighty, so my thoughts on Julia. Julia is primarily the best water physical attacker that we have in the game. She's not really matched by anyone right now in global, and when it comes to water physical attack, she's the best, hands down. Her runner-ups are Yaris, Unagi, and Mikasa. Mikasa being pretty good with her Enlightenment that she got in global. However, Julia, although she is the best for water physical attacker that we have in the game right now, she's also one of the strongest water units in the game in total, even in Japan. However, Julia is a hyper limited unit, meaning she is whale as fuck, basically. I would rival her in the league as Soul, where you need so much to make her usable. Well, not really usable. I mean, she's usable right now. I mean, I'm using her, but to get her at max potential, which is not what I'm showing you right now, as I don't know anyone that has maxed out that we can showcase her at max potential. You need max limit broken VCR, you need her gate 2's passive, you need her gate 5 skill upgrades, you need her gate 1 for the bulk and the stats that it gives you. You need a lot. So Julia is a hyper limited unit. However, if you do get the shards to invest in her, I highly recommend you invest into her, as she's one of the units that only get better with time. She doesn't even have a second JE yet. So if she were to get a second JE, it only makes her stronger. So that's my take on Julia. Remember, if you do have the shards for her, you max the gate 2, the gate 5, and then the gate 1. Thank you guys for watching, and do have a wonderful day.